this is Lisa from Life in Layouts, and today I have a layout for you using this free sketch from Scrapbook Generations. It is a part of their You Are a Rock Star crop, and all of the challenges are due by May 31st, so you do have a little bit of time to go ahead and get your entries in if you would like to. I decided to go ahead and pull out this We Are Family collection. It has nothing to do with the photos that I'm going to be using, but this We Are Family collection is probably one of my favorite collections in Echo Park. I really like all of their fall colors, and I think that it goes back to the boy themed layouts that I like. I just like those colors more, and I feel like in this layout it has florals, but they are not overpowering florals like a lot of the collections are created. So I do wish that Echo Park would come out with more collections like this that are more generic than what these are. I was able to make this work. I was able to get the layout done mainly using the B-sides of the pattern paper, and I think that it turned out great, and you wouldn't even know that this collection was focused on family once I get done with it. I do follow the sketch really closely. The strips on the sketch are a lot smaller than what I end up using. I really wanted the strips to go from the very top to the bottom and just have just a little bit of the cream color paper showing behind it. I did use 6x6 papers, and so I did have to cut those separately. So there are a 6-inch at the top and then a 6-inch at the bottom, and then covered up by the photos themselves. Also, the photos on the left-hand side should have been a 4x4 photo, but I didn't really have enough photos, so I went ahead and kept the photos at the size of like 4 and 5 3/4 or whatever that is, and then I just put a piece of brown wood grain in between them, and I really like the separation from that. These photos were taken at a convention center, and so they have a lot of those fluorescent lighting, and so most of my photos are yellow, and so I really think that plays into all of the colors that I used as well. Once I go ahead and get the strips down, I do use my T-square ruler and X-Acto knife to cut some of them just because I didn't want them to overlap. And I do go ahead and cut them right on the paper. As long as you don't push too hard, you can go through the first layer but not the back layer of the cardstock. So I have done that quite a bit. I wasn't going to originally add that photo at the end. I don't know what I was thinking in regards to why I wasn't going to add it. It's not the best photo at all. And what I really wanted that photo to showcase was these huge, ugly lanterns or chandeliers that were in this convention center. There was like 4 or 5 of them in each one of the convention rooms. And this WinterCon, which is a board game convention, it takes up a pretty big size of the hotel, and so we had probably 4 or 5 big conference rooms or ballrooms, and these lamps or these chandeliers were in every single one of them. It was just such a weird chandelier. So that was the reason that I took that picture, was to showcase that. The 2 small photos down at the bottom, they are supposed to be 2x2, but they're more of a 2x3, and they're just close-ups of some of the games that we played. When we go to these conventions, it is very similar to scrapbooking, but we are playing board games, and so this is like an all-night thing. It's from Friday to Sunday, so very similar to a crop, and we're just playing board games. You can go and sit with other people and learn new games that are out. You can hang out with just your friends and play board games with them. We have a pretty large group that goes. I think there's about 10 of us. So at any given point, we are playing each other, and it's usually anywhere from 4 to 6 people per game. So with that, we are able to play different games with different people. So it's really nice. I did go ahead and use my white pen to add stitching on this one. I didn't want to have the bulk of the stitching, but I really liked the stitching that was in the sketch itself. You know, this sketch is from Allison Davis, and that is her thing. It's definitely what she loves to do. So I did want to add a nod to her by adding that hand stitching, faux stitching in with my white pen. I did pull out all of the sticker pieces that I could work with in regards to this. So there's a orange clock that I end up adding to the right hand side, and I thought that that was perfect because, you know, we were up very late every night playing board games. And then I did go ahead and cut this frame just so that I could have the bottom of it. It says snapshots and photographs, and it has a little camera on it. And I add that orange heart there, but I felt like it was getting lost and I needed a darker color, so that's when I go ahead and pull in the brown circle there. On the left hand side, I do go ahead and add a die cut piece from this kit, and I'm going to add my journaling on that. I'm not going to say a whole lot about the journaling or about this convention. This is I think the second time I have scrapbooked the convention that I've gone to. I think it's one of those things just like scrapbooking. When you get in there, it's hard to actually remember to take photos because you get so engrossed in it to a game. The games take anywhere from 2 to 3 hours, and you know, you look up and you're like, oh wow, you know, just 3 hours just passed. So that is, you know, kind of like scrapbooking is. I do use the sticker sheet that comes with it to put the title, which is Escape WinterCon, and really I think that I only used embellishments from this paper kit, which is really surprising because, like I said, it is a family kit, and I was able to pull out enough of the pieces that don't say family on them. Alright, so here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layouts, make sure you hit that subscribe button because that's all you're going to get on my channel. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.